Imagine meeting a woman who seems perfectly ordinary. She's polite, quiet, maybe even gentle. But there's one strange detail. She never eats in front of anyone, not even a bite. Then one night, you notice her hair move, by itself. And behind her head, under the thick black hair, a mouth opens, teeth, tongue, a grin that doesn't belong to the face you've been talking to. This is Futakuchi-onna, the two-mouthed woman, one of Japan's most disturbing yokai. In many versions of the legend, Futakuchi-onna begins as a normal human. But something happens that twists her life into a nightmare. One common story says a woman marries a man who values modesty too much. He praises her because she barely eats. He thinks she's the perfect wife, quiet, disciplined, never demanding. But he doesn't know the truth. At night, while the house is silent, her hair lifts, and the hidden mouth awakens. It eats everything. Rice, fish, soup, entire meals, faster than any normal person could. And the worst part? Sometimes the woman doesn't even control it. The second mouth has its own appetite, its own voice, its own personality. In some tales, the mouth appears after a traumatic event, a head injury, a curse, or a terrifying hunger that was suppressed for too long. The message is always the same. What you hide doesn't disappear. It grows. Futakuchi-onna is frightening on the surface, but the legend also works like a psychological horror story, because the second mouth can symbolize many things. Hidden greed, repressed anger, a secret self that can't stay buried, or a life forced into silence until something inside finally speaks. That's why this yokai hits so hard. It's not just a monster. It's the fear that a person can have two lives, the one they show the world and the one hiding underneath. And once the hidden side is awake, you can't unsee it. Some versions add an even darker detail. The second mouth doesn't just eat food. It demands, it threatens, it talks. In certain stories, it forces the woman to steal food, or it screams until she obeys. And if someone discovers it, the mouth can bite. So how do people survive Futakuchi-onna in folklore? These legends rarely give a clean solution, because Futakuchi-onna is not a creature you fight with a weapon. It's a warning story, a story about appearances, a story about hunger, literal and emotional, a story about secrets that become monsters. And that's why Futakuchi-onna still spreads online today, because it feels like a nightmare that could happen in real life. You think you know someone until you find out there's a second face, a second voice, a second appetite, living right behind their smile. If you want more yokai, Japanese urban legends, and dark folklore explained, this is Black Butterfly Key. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because the next legend is even worse than the last.